Hey everybody, it's Party Elite here with a very special Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 video for today. I have the pleasure and honor of announcing that there's a new update coming, and with it we are getting massive fleets. When I say massive fleets, I mean massive. So massive, in fact, that the game has to warn you that your computer might implode and take the universe with it. That's exactly what it says over here. It might not work well for everybody, but it's 4,000 points each. So a 1v1 is 8,000 points. Now, that's not the only thing coming with this new update. We're also getting Titans. We're getting the Titan class of ships. For the Imperial Navy, Adeptus Astartes, and the Adeptus Mechanicus, that includes Macragge's Honor and the Phalanx. And then for the Forces of Chaos, that includes the oops, sorry, I meant to go here. That includes, of course, the Blackstone Fortress over here and the Vengeful Spirit. And we also have one coming in for the Orkz. Unfortunately, a couple of these guys get a pass for now, at least, but this tells us that they're definitely going to get them as well. But the Orkz come in with a Space Hulk, and we also get one for the Nids. And the Nids get a massive ancient one. So massive it doesn't even fit in the little screen over here. So what we're going to do today, rather than play a battle, we're going to look at all of these Titans, see what they're capable of in terms of their abilities and all, and just showcase the beauty of these really cool new ships. That 4,000 point system is something I've played a couple games of. It is absolutely insane levels of like hecticness and chaos. Basically, chaos always wins if you play a massive fleet game because it's 4,000 points each. But today I want to kind of focus on these new ships that are coming in. You might be a little familiar with them from the single-player campaigns and all, but if you haven't played it, or if you're curious about any updates or changes to them, this is the video for you. So let's dive on in one at a time and take a look at what we're dealing with and just, you know, gaze upon the beauty of these constructs. All right, folks, here we are in game. Let's take a look at the Macragge's Honor first. Sorry, let's get you moving, and as you're moving, let's go ahead and take a peek at what you're capable of, what your speed is like, what you look like, what you feel like. God, this ship is gorgeous. Let's just take a moment first to look at the ship here. I mean, it is a beauty. It's got a lot of the level of detail, level of love given to these ships is through the roof. Every little like piece over here, every little angel and everything, just ridiculous how close you can get. And the ship's so big, I can't imagine the poly count on these things. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at all of those turrets and everything as well, and the sheen. Sorry, I'm a sucker for visuals, especially when they're so like detailed and all. And plus, the lighting in this game just does a wonderful job of helping everything look great. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Okay, sorry. So let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. So the Macragge's Honor, as with it, the plasma reactor, of course. We've got the and they shall know no fear. Of course, why would these guys be afraid of anything? They are Space Marines after all. We've got surgical strike. The sensors over here have a detection range buffed by 4,500 units. We've got, oh, already firing away at some of these Necron squadrons that are coming over. Let's get you braced for impact. And actually, you know, let's go ahead and get these guys out as well. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we've got the sensors, we've got the low maneuverability, so unfortunately it won't be doing any quick turns. We've got the gigantic attribute, which all Titans have. That means that they take fire aboard and turret loss damage a lot slower, and they can also not ever be in stealth mode. Let's go ahead and rotate and get a different angle. Why not? We've also got here Terrifying, which means any enemy ship will suffer a -10 bravery penalty as long as this ship is active on the battlefield, which is crazy. Because especially when you're up against something like Orkz, let's say, that becomes -60. It should stack, so that's huge. Again, that's a percentage of bravery damage taken or morale damage taken when it's affected. We've got exceptional troop efficiency here as well, so that's fantastic, alongside surgical strike, which we have listed twice for some reason, and improved boarding action range. So we can board from an extra 4,500 units away. All right, let's move on in and try to cause some damage as well. See this ship in action. See how it looks when it's firing away. Pretty soon I should be able to send some squadrons out, hopefully, and maybe actually spot these guys. You know what, let's go ahead and rotate. Go ahead and rotate and boost in, and then we can cause some damage that way. Because in terms of weapons and all, you can see we've got a torpedo launcher, we've got the lance turret, we've got the launch bays, of course, and then the heavy plasma macro battery weapon. So let's move on in, hit that boost. Yeah, speed is right. Let's go ahead, turn you around. Oh my god. Alright. Let's watch this. Hopefully we'll get some shots in here. Oh, come on. Come on, stop dodging me. Stop dodging me. Send our squadron over. There we go. Okay, here we are. They're trying to board me. That's okay. Let's go ahead and board them back. Look at that boarding range as well. It's absolutely massive. Oh, look at those numbers come through, and the macro shots, absolutely insane. Now, the enemy should only have the one ship over here, so maybe I shouldn't destroy it, but look at the damage done. Let's see how much damage every volley does here. Let's rotate slowly. There it comes, and god damn. It's not even, obviously it's not, you know, perfect accuracy or anything. Not a perfect representation of actual battlefield situations, but here comes another volley, and wow. Okay, well, let's try and stop firing over here. Cease fire, pull you away from there, and let's take a look at our next bad boy over here, the Phalanx. Oh my god. Now, we've seen this in the campaign, of course, as well, so you might be a little familiar with it, but let's take a look at it nonetheless. You know, just gotta get in close and see some details every once in a while. Again, these guys can be fielded for the Imperial Navy, the Adeptus Astartes, as well as the Adeptus Mechanicus. So you have some options for all three of those fleets now, and they are Space Marines throughout the board. So there's think of them as like character ships, basically. They come in the same way no matter who you're playing as, and you can make them your flagship. I don't know if it's going to stay that way for launch, but that definitely changes things for example, like Orkz and stuff, or for Tau. Well, when the Tau eventually get their Titans, hopefully they will. But it changes things. Like, let's take a look at Orkz, for example. Their flagship will never go down. Like, their flagship will take a long time to go down, I should say. So that's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. Let's go ahead and send you towards that lonely ship as well. That's slow rotation. And let's take a look at our stats while we do. So we've got Plasma Reactor, of course, and They Shall Know No Fear, of course. Surgical Strike, again, listed twice. Kind of funny. We've got the sensors on this ship as well. Low maneuverability, of course. Gigantic, terrifying, and exceptional troop efficiency. So pretty powerful, pretty similar across the board in that regard. We've got launch bays here as well, the lance turret, as well as the heavy macro battery weapons. So pretty interesting set over here between these two. They are the Macragge's Honor has better front and side armor, weaker rear armor, whereas the Phalanx, sorry, it's such a long, Mobile Fortress Monastery Phalanx has 67 across the board, so it's a little more weakly armored. They have the same ID range, but in terms of oh, Lightning Strike is also not available on the Phalanx, right? There we go, lance shots going off. Let's go ahead and rotate. I could send out some squadrons and all as well, so you no need to. And there's the boarding range. That's a pretty big boarding range. Honor the Chapter stays at that range, but boarding is double that, so 9k. Huge. Absolutely huge. Now again, no lightning strikes. Oh, shots. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. My god, this ship is gorgeous. There it is. Well, that's the GG for this game, but let's move on to our next set of Titans, which I believe will be with the Forces of Chaos. So already some pretty impressive ships over here. Great ID ranges. They're gigantic. They cause terror, reducing enemy morale, so that's all really interesting. But yeah, let's dive on in with Chaos and see what we're looking at when we talk about the Vengeful Spirit and the Blackstone Fortress. All right. Here we are. Of course, the Blackstone Fortress with its idle animation, that slow swirling. But let's take a look at the Vengeful Spirit first. We'll move it on up ahead. 67 armor across the board. Just trying to compare like to like. So we already saw 80 plus on the Macragge's Honor. ID range is 13.5. That speed is similar. Also, we can do lightning strikes from here. Let's take a look at some of these as well. Actually, hold on. Sorry. I gotta get these up close and personal views and shots first. Again, the level of detail is immense. Absolutely insane. Look at all these little turrets, all of these little turrets. All of these little turrets as well, and up top over here as well. My god. They have done a beautiful job with these models in the game. And again, you will recognize these from the single player as well, but if you haven't played the campaign, you focused on the multiplayer experience, or, you know, in terms of changes and stuff that might have taken place, Just trying to cover some of that. So we've got plasma reactor, dedicated. Ship isn't submitted to any basic bravery bonus or penalty. We've got the average troop efficiency, brutal strike over here, only listed the one time. Low maneuverability, of course, it's massive, so no fast turns. Sensors are buffed up as well, gigantic, of course, terrifying, of course, and then the improved boarding action range as well. We've got these torpedoes. Hello. Go ahead and send some of our own ships out. The Swift Death Fighter Squadron over here. Pop you out. God, look at that squadron size. That's insanity, folks. That's insanity. All right, we've got, whoops. We've got one set. We've got the torpedo launchers. We've got the double barrel lance turrets. We've got the launch bays. We've got the quad barrel super heavy lance artillery, which is that across the top there. And then we've got the heavy macro battery weapons. Oh my god. That range, that number of attacks, 8 damage, 3, reload time 6 seconds. Alright, well, let's see how much work that does. Let's go ahead and call this squadron back. That is a massive squadron. Keep you pushing up, and let's take a look now at the Blackstone Fortress. Get up close and personal with this bad boy. So beautiful. Again, this one, I mean, in terms of, as far as detail goes, this one kind of has less. It's a lot more smooth and shiny. But even then, like the texture work and stuff, visual detail that's going on in here, absolutely insane. And the lighting in this game, again, just gorgeous. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we're dealing with here. So, gigantic, of course, if you couldn't tell, and they shall know no fear, so these guys have no morale damage taken at all. Sensors are buffed, low maneuverability, of course, you can't even boost on this bad boy. Terrifying, naturally, improved boarding action range. We've got the plasma reactor, the average troop efficiency, and brutal strike, and just the warp cannon. 100% accuracy no matter the range, a range of 22.5k, damage of 160, one attack every 20 seconds. So when it hits hard. It pierces armor as well, it pierces hollow fields too, and again, it's precise, so accurate no matter what, and again, it can board as well. I wonder if, alright, well, we're here now. Go ahead and send a squadron over to get eyes, and let's move. Of course, you gotta be sneaky. Go ahead and move that way and see what these shots look like. Let's boost you a little bit. Speeds us up a lot. Oh. Good hit, good hit. I'm not really playing to win. Again, we've got a massive barrage of torpedoes available to us as well. Would be fun to see. Interesting shape of those torpedoes being launched, in fact, as well. Go ahead and rotate you like that. Like 2 sets from either side of the nose. I would really love to get this shot off and see the damage it causes. Let's boost in a little bit. Pull you down. There it is. Oh. Track here and go, 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 go. Fire away. And that's the... Oh my god, I couldn't see anything because the Blackstone Fortress was busy shooting at this thing as well. And hold on a second, hold on a second. Boost. Oh my god. And look at that shot as well. Absolutely insane. Beautiful. And down goes the enemy ship. Just like that. These Titans are insane. And you can stack them. 4,000 points is no joke. Of course, if everyone's coming in with Titans, it's just going to be a Titan off. And, I mean, that's interesting in its own way, but just keep that in mind in terms of damage input and output and all that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ork Space Hulk now. Dive on in with the it's just the Space Hulk, just the one ship, and we'll see how that bad boy looks. And how slow it is. Probably doesn't even move. All right, here it is. An absolute beauty. Oh, boy. This is, yeah, so this is a Space Hulk. Go ahead and rotate this thing real quick so the light's in the right direction. Very beautiful to lay your eyes upon. So much detail. Again, just a tremendous amount of work and love put into these models. Especially the zany models from the Orkz. I mean, look, is that, what is that, a rake? Is that a rake over there? Got all these little details. We already saw some of the weapons down there. Oh, the camera's being pushed back. And this thing has like a maw. Look at that. Look at that massive like mouth shape in front with a bunch of little mouths to the front as well. But only on one side. Only on one side. Can't have symmetry. You're an orc. God. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. That's so slow as well. Should have got the red one. Should have got the red one. All right, let's go ahead and see what you're capable of as we move towards our enemy over there. Let's rotate and go. And as we do that, let's see, right, what we've got over here. Try and stay focused, party. Come on. It's so big, it doesn't even fit in this. Anyway, Ork reactor, of course, we've got ourselves that big red button. We have, and they shall know no fear. So that's, again, that's huge for Orks. These guys will not get terrified off the field. That's massive. That's titanic in proportions. We've got looted ship over here, of course, which is a bit troublesome. We've got the good troop efficiency, brutal strike, gigantic, naturally, if you can't tell by looking at it. We've also got terrifying and improved boarding action range, so could pair nicely with a boarding heavy approach. It's got boarding torpedoes of its own, fires in 3 separate directions, so a very interesting shape as well in terms of the coverage that you're going to get from these torpedoes. And then these torpedoes as well, they fire out the same outputs, of course. Again, very interesting shapes that we're seeing coming out of these ships. We've got the torpedo launchers, we've got the mega cannon artillery, we've got the guns turrets, we've got launch bays, mega zap cannon turret, as well as the guns battery weapons. And again, this can be your flagship as well, so you can get you know, some extra abilities and stuff off of that too. Let's go ahead and hit that big red button, see how fast you go as you move. Well, actually, hold on a second, 50, 50, 50. So actually, from an armor perspective, very weak over here. Purely from an armor perspective, but we've got boarding and lightning strike. That speed is super slow, but if we hit that big red button, what do we get over here? 320. All right. Moving away, moving in, rather. This is going to take forever for us to get to the enemy. I just want to show a couple shots. I want to mention as well, as we make our way over to the enemy, and I could speed things up a little bit, the UI is getting a little bit of a touch-up as well. Like, this icon looks very different, and I think I prefer it. I've actually started to forget what the old indicator looked like. It feels very different. Maybe it's just because I'm in skirmish mode or something. But, all right, we're almost there. And, ooh, hello. What am I up against? I wonder if I should just boost again. Let's do it. Sorry, I'm at regular speed. Big red button, let's go. Close the gap here. See if we can't crump these things firing away. Oh, yeah, we are up against the Orks. Oh, are you kidding me? You're going to slow me down? Well, let's go ahead and fire these torpedoes. Some of them were wasted, but oh, look at that. Look at the number of torpedoes. Obviously not the perfect torpedo shot. I'm not trying to get a perfect shot over here before anybody thinks otherwise. That ship is already destroyed because it decided to ram into me. That boarding range, again, is massive. Lightning strike is also huge. 20 seconds. Let's go ahead into reload stance. I'd like to try and ram. Now, we can be boarded. And where can we fire from? Alright, broadsides, yeah. And a little bit of front action with the guns turrets, but broadsides over here, picking off. I wish the lighting was a little bit more revealing in this map. Go ahead and rotate. I like how it tilts as well when it turns. It's not like a simple rotation. It has like a bit of a bank to it. Oh my god, get out of my broadsides here. I could seize fire, or I could just watch this. The gun placement is also pretty interesting. It's like spread out here, here, and here. Little splatters of shots. And if we go for a boarding action, I want to see how massive this is. Okay, just oh my god, so many ports they come out of. In we go, massive stack. Again, we've got the squadrons as well we can send in. And you know, if I wanted to, I could do this and hit you with my torpedoes like so. Time this maybe correctly. Mistimed that horribly. I have a tendency to. I mean, we'll get one hit in there. Nope. My luck. We've been frozen in place. I have no time for that. I mean, you can stay on that side of me all you want. There it is. My god. Another glorious ship. And then we've got one more to go, folks. One more to go. One that I'm really excited for, actually. It's just a giant Nid. Just a giant Tyrannid. So let's hop on in with our giant Tyrannid Ancient One. So curious how this thing looks. Wow, this thing is nasty. This thing is absolutely disgusting. Let's get you out of here right away. Oof. Look at this like weird gyrating action on its mouth. Oh god, didn't want to be inside you. Just trying to eat. We just trying to eat over here. The mouth over here as well. Nice little subtle animation. Just a little clamping action over there. And the detail. Okay, I've actually really fallen in love with the level of detail on these NID ships. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. Little holes in the... I feel like almost nauseating. And then back over here, we've got this giant little like tail or whatever you want to call it. Classic, you know, space whale look. We've got, what is this? Oh, is that like your... Looks like a neural network kind of a thing. Nasty. Not as much like... not as much detail in the sense of... Ooh, that's beautiful. Not as much detail in the sense of like outcroppings and guns and stuff, but definitely some really nice texture work going on over here, and some little nifty things as well, like these little spikes and stuff that stick out, and holes in the surface of the armor and whatnot. Very nice to see. All right, what are we dealing with here? Armor, 67 across the board. Sorry, I know I've done this in kind of a haphazard way, but I've just been so excited to dive into this and look at what we're dealing with. Let's keep you moving up. We've got a couple enemy units to take care of. Keep you moving, and all right, let's take a look at this. So, consumption cycle. The Ancient One cannot use the rush maneuver. Damn. So it is going to be on the slower side. In come some ships. Away go those ships. Hilarious. So that's one thing. We've got adaptation. The ship is immune to asteroid fields, plasma storms, and spore fields. Fair enough. We've got a spur. Really, you're going to call that a spur? That's a giant goddamn horn is what it is. But we've got the spur ability here. We've got regeneration, so light critical effects canceled after 20 seconds. Synaptic control, it's immune to morale loss, of course, and it will help keep things in check. So you can bring this, you can bring a couple of these with you. Oh, here, can't even rush. So that's good. We've got spores, okay, standard. No lightning strike, okay. Boarding expertise, which means we can board from a 270-degree angle, and we also have improved boarding action range, so that increased range is huge. We've got deadly troop efficiency, brutal strike, gigantic, of course, and terrifying. I feel like the Tyranids should have had more than just terrifying, if I'm completely honest. But all we've got is launch bays. All we've got is launch bays, so we've got to like, you've got to really use your ship to ram. Oh my God, we're really about to. Come on. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. We're just gonna consume you. Oh my God. Down goes that ship. Down goes that ship. That was amazing. Let's go ahead and chase after this one now. So we do have the Ancient Psychic Scream over here, which it's weird it's not listed over here. But yeah, we've got the Ancient Psychic Scream that we can use to hit morale with a huge hit. Okay, and we're up against Orkz, so you know what? Let's go ahead and see what that does against an Orc flagship. Boom. Come on, baby. Give me a nice big hit to morale. And again, I've got squadrons available as well that I can send out. Pretty big squadrons too. And it's not slow. The ship is not slow. Then again, I'm playing against the AI, so really how much can I expect? I want to see the Scream at work though. And then we can ram into the ship. Firing away, chipping away. I mean, it's done some damage, to be fair. No, don't hit, don't hit. Oh my God, instant mutiny, of course, with that bravery reduction, -60 stacking on with a -50 that they start with. That's insane. Is that the game, or do you have more little ships somewhere? I mean, I guess it could rally. Let's go ahead and rotate and give chase. There we go, it decided to rally. Send a squadron over, perhaps. Maybe get a boarding action in. See what that does for us. See how it looks coming in. That's the squadron. There's the boarding action. Ooh, coming out like the pores of the mouth and stuff. 8 stacks from that. In come the squadrons as well. Pretty good, pretty good. It's a good thing this thing can't rush. It's fast enough as it is. Call to arms. Oh, you're going to slow down for me? Cool. Go ahead and get a nice ram in. We have that reclamation pool as well as spawning sacks available as well. Same stances too. Nothing too crazy over there. Let's go. Come on, let's go, let's go. Pick up the pace here. I want to get a nice ram in if possible. But yeah, 16 stacks between the Brood Squadron and the boarding action there, so that's big. Why are we... Oh, right. Sorry, guys. I forgot I was, quote-unquote, burning retros. All right, here we go. So between one use of each, we're going to wipe this ship out completely. Psychic Scream completely wiped it out in terms of getting it to mutiny as well. Let's go ahead and take a little crunch. Okay, so it doesn't actually collide until the horn comes through. And is that destruction for you? That's destruction for you. Come on, boom, baby, come on. Boom. Boom. Okay, or not. These ships are ridiculous. These ships are absolutely ridiculous. And again, a 4,000 point. Like, let's look. Okay, what is 4,000 points? What is 4,000 points? Let's not look at the nits, actually. Hold on. I mean, we could, sure. 4,000 points is... That's a lot of ancient ones. That's a lot of ancient ones. 4,000 points, the best way to look at how much 4,000 points is by taking a look at how many balls you can fit. I think that's the best way to judge anything. And it is... Oh, God, how do I even... Oh, my God, how... What the... I didn't realize you could scroll that far down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 Brute War Spheres fits into 4,000. The best unit of measurement, by the way. If we can get rid of that... Okay. Looking for the viable fleet here. There it is. There it is. One Kelshan and then a bunch of War Spheres. This would be a pain to play against, especially when you just kind of carpet with them. The thing I think the game needs with massive fleets is maybe bigger maps, and the camera actually needs to zoom out a little bit more. Let me just show you really quickly over here. If I go in with my Lots of Boys fleet over here and allow Titans within the AI fleet as well, let's go up against, say, well, you know what? No, I don't want to random because then it might be one of these three. Let's go up against, sure, Imperial Navy, launch that, and let's take a look at it and see just how massive it is. Again, this is more of a showcase video, so it's a little here and there, not as crisp maybe as some of my other videos, but I hope you're enjoying this little showcase over here. So let's go ahead and skip all of that. Oh my God, this is what I mean. It's big. It's no joke. We've got a bunch of mega rocks, got a couple of regular rocks. Well, actually, no, big rocks and not regular rocks. I shouldn't say that. Just let's group everything and go ahead and give ourselves... I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm not like trying to win or anything over here, am I? Ready on up. And again, so I'm on a pretty beefy computer. Like we've got a Titan out here somewhere. In comes some torpedoes to kick things off. Great. We're against the Imperial Navy, right? I could hit that big red button right from the start to get us a little bit closer immediately. But I mean, look at this, right? Like this is big. And the camera does not zoom out too far. So it will become very chaotic very quickly. Let's go ahead and actually speed time up. Let's get a little bit closer and show you the madness that this is. Now again, I'm not saying or suggesting that this is an ideal fleet or anything either. Or anybody thinks I think that. Get you out here. I keep mixing up the play and the slow-mo buttons. Keep doing that. Alright, here they come, and I'm protected. Out go our squadrons and destroy theirs, hopefully. That shouldn't be a problem. Maybe I should get everything in reload stance so that I can go ahead and hit that big red button, move in a little bit closer, and then cause some more trouble. Oh, ship down. Damn. Alright, we're moving in, we're moving in. Again, I have no intention of winning this. I want to show you how crazy it gets when we get a little bit closer. Like you're gonna actually have multiple flanks. Like I've got 3 ships that maybe I should send to take care of this mess over here. Maybe I get you 2 to move over here as well. You are very slowly coming through. Very, very slowly coming through. Okay. Got you guys taking care of this flank to this side over here. The brutes are useless in this. They're not gonna do much for us. I mean, they're gonna absorb some shots maybe, but oh, there we go. Get those zaps in. Get everybody using lock-on target mode. Definitely, I mean, I don't know if I'm... No, definitely not getting 60 here. Go ahead and fire away. Turn you around. Could get some torpedoes out just to get some damage in there. Or let's just go ahead and boost the torpedoes out as well. Beat our torpedoes there, maybe. In we go, and destruction for that ship. Mutiny already. It's given up on the fight. Go ahead and get you rallying. As if I'm trying to win this one. Go ahead and boost up that way. I'd like to get closer to these bigger ships and try to board them maybe. Let's go. In come the torpedo shots. Down goes that ship. Where's our... Oh, it's taking its time. Let's boost. Big red button. In we are, and let's go ahead and board This bad boy. Ooh, there's their Titan. Just save my boarding for that. And launch some boarding torpedoes, actually. Let's go ahead, that way we won't damage ourselves, at least. Interesting, their Titan is not their flagship. Oh, it's coming. Is it coming in for a ram? Oh, in comes its torpedoes, it looks like. Nah, a little bit of damage done. A little bit of damage done. Where are we? We're coming through. We're coming through. Let's go ahead and rotate a little bit and maybe use these torpedoes once we get a little bit closer, a touch closer. Off on this side, we should be okay. Yeah, definitely not getting 60 here. And lightning strikes, can't do. No can do. Let's rotate and head in, please. Oh my god, I think a bunch of my ships just went down. It's okay, we're coming through. We're coming through. No need to pop that rally yet. Let's go ahead and use the tractor cannon shot. There you go. Okay, let's head towards it. Rotate, boost, send, Oh, can we actually crash through you? I don't think we have enough juice in the big red button. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There it is. Nice hit. Go ahead and board in this direction. Get you boarded. Send a squadron out as well. Why not? Get you guys going this way. Some boarding torpedoes out. Something's likely to hit. That's basically my approach right now. Something's likely to hit. Go ahead and focus down this way. And boost. That big red button. Boarding actions up over here as well. Here we go. Get a couple of rams in. Good hits, I think. Yeah, we did some damage. These guys need to stick fighting. Stick to fighting. Keep you moving. Oh, we took some bad hits, I think. Can we use the tractor cannon shot on you? Yes, we can. Pop that. Can't do the rally. No point for the rally. You guys are doing some calls to arms nonsense. Go ahead and do that. Pop the reload. Love to get this shot off. Hit you with that. Let's go ahead and boost. Here we go. Get the torpedo shots out. Sure, let's do it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Did a fair bit of hurt. I mean, we took a fair bit of hurt as well, though. We do have another use of that tractor cannon shot available right away. This Titan's going to go down. My Titan's going to drop. Go ahead and pull down this way. Boost on out. Bring you back. Hey, you know what? We got some good work done over here. Go ahead and board, maybe. Can't do that. Fire damage is coming through, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, my ship's definitely going to go down. Keep down it goes. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my god, literal frame rate drop when it explodes. Lost the flagship is an understatement. Everything is giving up on the fight. We could maybe take care of their Titan as well. Right. Try it. Rotate, lots of fires going on right now, which is not going to work in my favor. A couple shots, stray shots back there. Like, everything's been wiped out, more or less. Also kept to tradition, lost my flagship. Almost able to board. Go ahead and reload stance. Keep you guys fighting. It's already using call to arms. Kind of wasteful, but let's stack. And get these torpedoes out. Yeah, pointless. Maybe I'll beat the call to arms a little bit. If we boost in, how much hurt are we going to do? Coming into the side there, not nearly enough. These guys are just giving up. Come on. Come on. I mean, this is almost dropping. It is taking a little bit of damage, so we might get rid of this Titan. I would appreciate that. Let's go ahead and launch these torpedoes. We might get some damage out. There it is. Let's see it. God. Explosions are huge. Oh, it's gone. It's just gone. Doesn't exist anymore. And I could pop this execution. We're gonna lose. I mean, I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to show some stuff. But yeah, that was that's what a massive battle looks like. So, I mean, it's intense. I feel like it actually breaks out into flanks and stuff, and you have to pay attention to each side and things like that. Maybe I should have actually done that for this game. But pretty insane, I think. Pretty insane. I also like I like how it feels overall. It runs really smoothly on my computer for the most part, so that's good. But I do wish the camera would zoom out a bit more. I don't think it's enough of a... You can't get enough vision over the battlefield. But I'm used to Total War games and stuff where I use a modded camera as well, so I can zoom out a little bit faster. But yeah, that's what a massive battle looks like, with two sides fielding one Titan each. So imagine without the Titan soaking up points. This update is right around the corner. I'm super excited that it's happening. It's huge. It's great to see so much support for this game continuing after its launch. It's always lovely to see with games getting post-release support. I hope you guys are still enjoying, and I know I haven't been doing too much Battlefleet on the channel lately, but don't worry, it is coming back. It's been a crazy month. I've been enjoying this game. I still enjoy this game, and I miss it right now because I am covering other games, but you know, there's a great deal of joy in this game when you're sending ships around, blowing other ships up. And now with Titans coming through and these massive fleets as well, we're definitely going to have to figure out another live stream that we can do and see how many people can actually handle 4,000 point armies or navies, I guess. But again, you know, if you do just Titans, it'll be fewer ships, just fewer bigger ships, so that's cool as well. I'm really excited that this update's happening, and again, I'm glad that I got to showcase it just a little before it actually releases for everybody. A massive thanks, as always, goes out to each and every one of my channel members and patrons for supporting this channel on a monthly basis. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this quick and rather, you know, rampagey look at all of the new things. A massive thanks goes out to all of you for watching, and until next time, cheers.